Yo, what are you doing, man? Why are you selling? Come on, I didn't tell you to sell. I just told you that I'm not selling or buying. I'm just watching and trying to make as much money possible, keeping cash. Cash is king right now, holding cash. Just like Warren Buffett. I mean, you can't compare with the other dude, right? He bought and so low and he got rid of it. That doesn't prove much, but again, shows quite a bit of things. I mean, he's one of the huge players. Ladies and gents, institutional versus retail. Big players buy big. According to JP Morgan, during a recent market dip, institutional investors bought 14 billion in equities, significantly above their 12-month average, while retail investors sold 1 billion, below their average. This activity has sparked discussions about market manipulation and the accessibility of trading platforms for retail investors during volatile periods. Rebel, you told us not to. I never said you not to buy anything. You can do whatever. I'm not personally buying just because all these big dudes bought 14 billion. Now let me tell you a quick difference, right? My 2 cents here. Let's say a retailer right now he has 100,000, he puts in 50,000. That's risky. In a risky place, in a risky time. All these dudes with billions of dollars, like let's say they have 20 billion and they lose 1 billion. Hey, they can afford to lose a billion. It's okay. That's what I'm saying. Why they got in right now when the whole market is tanking? Well, they have more money to play with, right? Sure, nothing wrong. However, retailers, how could you sell? Retail sold 1 billion. How do you sell when it's dropping? I shouldn't say you. Let me create a character. Jeffrey. I like the name Jeffrey. Jeffrey should never sell when the whole market is tanking, okay? That's not advice, Jeffrey. When the market goes up, Jeffrey, that's when you sell. Because when the whole thing goes down, retailers are actually panicking and they're offloading. And guess who's buying? Basically, if you look at the chart here, oh yeah, retailers, it's dropping. Panic mode. Retailers start selling. And then all these big dudes in institutions, right, start picking it up. Again, it goes up. Again, they will play the same game, right? They're gonna keep dropping. Everybody starts panicking. Whoever just bought in just because they saw the whales buy in, hey, let's buy it. They start selling. The cycle repeats. You want to be playing with them on their side, along with them. All right? Not the other side. And yeah, it took me quite I'm a learner, okay? I'm a student of life. I keep learning. I can't say, oh, because I learned from this. I keep learning. Things change every now and then. The principles remain same, all right? Sometimes some principles, thousands of years, it says same. But the methods and some of the stuff, the strategies, the skills required, they change. So you have to always adapt. Generalist, man. I don't believe in this specialist. I used to at one point. You have to be a specialist. No. Generalist. You got to figure out how to adapt, survive at any situation, anyway, right? Like, I like the word figure out. If I told somebody, hey, man, could you do this job? Nah, man, I didn't take this class in school, so I can do this. Sucks. Hey, man, you know what? No, I didn't do it, but guess what? Just give me an hour or a day, maybe, max. I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's my guy. That's my Sigma, man. Totally, that's my Sigma. Anyways, ladies and gents, this is sad though. Makes me sad. 1 billion, and this guy's bought in 14 billion. Right? I'm still not buying right now. All right? Still keeping cash aside, focused. You'll see the market, and I'm so grateful that out of all, Bitcoin is there. I mentioned I have some Bitcoin, tiny. I have Chainlink. Should have got rid of it at one point because it was peak. I could have bought back in again. It's, one of my friend who is a financial advisor in Singapore. He's a financial advisor, certified. When I told him about crypto, I'm like, I'm holding, and he's like, why are you holding, bro? What do you mean? You don't hold crypto. You buy low and you sell. You're right. You're a financial advisor, right? Yeah. That's the thing. You buy and sell. You buy low and you sell high. All the dude who told us hold, they're the one who's selling, right? It's sad. It's not only crypto. Same thing with Warren Buffett. Why he sold? Because he bought in low. He's value investor. Buys low, sells high. We should focus on that. All right? Staking and all that stuff should come way later. Staking is just like dividends in a way. In stock market, we have dividends, right? In staking is like you're just getting like staking rewards, like some sort of dividends. But rather, diversify. Do whatever you want, right? I would like to see the gold price right now. Yeah, out of that, even Akash. Akash was decent. That's one of my decent holding in Cosmos. But rest, look at this. Even gold is not strong enough. But still, if you look at the chart, definitely it's stronger than most of the other asset classes out there. Comparison. So anyways, ladies and gents, I just wanted to give you my 2 cents today, real quick. The market is extremely choppy. And you will see this happen back and forth. I don't want you to be the loser. Be a learner, not a loser, right? Because if you keep making the same mistakes, then what have you learned? It's just like me playing in the same Ponzi field over and over again, calling up the same scammers 100 times. I'm like, let's take a break. I'm not a total vigilant or whatever. I don't get paid to do that. I gotta feed my own family, I have my cats to feed, right? I can call people out just for the sake of it to inform you, educate you. I can't like hold your hands and be like, yeah, you shouldn't do this. I'm not your mama and papa, you know what I mean? I can only just give you my 2 cents and you can act on based on that. So yeah, takes a long time to build reputation and takes like seconds to destroy. But in this crypto field, scammers are just scamming and scamming and scamming. I don't know what kind of reputation they have because people still see them as lords, surprisingly. And I did analysis. Most of them are all these young kids, 13 to 16 and 18, 19. That's sad because if that's a feature, that's a generation. If they are misguided down the drain, what do you have? Like, honestly, they're the one who's supposed to build around us, stuff. Everything, if they're lost, everything will be broken. I mean, you think that's a joke? It's not. So yeah, build people around you, elevate them, don't push them down. And that's all I have for you, all right? So stay vigilant. I'll come back with something, well, market related. I talked about passive income and whatnot. You know what? Before I do that, I don't know if I can show you this right now. Before I do that, yeah, I'm not gonna do this right now. We'll talk about this. Oh, you know what? Since I mentioned passive, let me read this and then we'll do this next time. Here's my perspective. Passive income should be viewed as a safety net and supplemental income. It's tough to make enough to quit your job entirely. For instance, 1 million at 5% interest yields. However, growing your passive income is crucial. An extra 500 or 1,000 a month can significantly ease financial stress. Talks about REITs, real estate, index funds, and high yield savings account. For me, I would just put in index funds, dividend funds. I mean, dividend index, sure. Savings don't add to me unless you have significant amount of money. What 5%, 3% do? I don't know, man. 100,000 on 50%, yes, sure, 5%. But we are small plebs. I'm talking to small plebs, less than $100,000 a year. Whoever makes that, right? So yeah, dividends and all those. I don't believe there's a solid passive income in terms of work-wise. You always have to put in some action, some work to keep it passive to some extent. Because the moment, it's just the same thing with YouTube or anything. The moment you stop for quite some time, everything just breaks down. The algorithm, whatever. And I've seen this play all the time. Unless you get a product, evergreen product. But to do that, you have to build your reputation. You have to be known in the field. You have to have some skills in that. Be an expert in that, whatever, to some extent. Then you can have people buy that on a monthly basis, whatever. But then at the same time, you still have to promote it. You need organic traffic. It's passive to some extent, but then it becomes non-passive. Again, you have to put in work. So for me, I don't believe there's some, such thing as so-called 100% passive income. You can correct me anytime, but I stand ground on it, believe it or not. Anyways, ladies and gents, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. By the way, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm struggling with my subscriber base. I work hard. Right, I'm out.